Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show, a member of the Podbros Podcast Network. Don't forget to go to podbros.com and find yourself another podcast you want to listen to. And check out our sponsors, Trap and Roll Soap Company, as well as Tape Armor, and now Angry Joe Coffee. You know what? It's about time that we got on the coffee craze, because coffee is good for you. You want to make sure you got something good to drink. Go check out Angry Joe Coffee and get some coffee for you so you can destroy your workouts in the competition. I'm Rob, and today we got James Hoffman from Trap and Roll Soap Company back with us today, so we're going to talk about whatever the fuck we wanted today. So, how's it going, James?
It's going good, Rob. Thanks for having me back on the show, man.
I'm glad to have you back on the show. You know, it's kind of, maybe I'm a little biased because you sponsor me and the podcast, but, fucking, I get to talk to you more and talk shit about stuff. So, what's been going on with you?
Not much, man. We've got some new things. We launched a new bar. We got some shirts and apparel, which I know you have. We're making some moves. We might be in a magazine here in a couple months, working that out, hashing that out. We were just featured in the OS box, which is a monthly subscription box. So they got some of our soap in that. We've got one of the original Dirty Dozen possibly doing some artwork for us. Waiting on that, so keep checking back. Posters and a limited soap label gonna be coming. Sorry, there was a little bit of a pause there.
It's fun.
I had to think. Doing some other things, making some moves. Haven't been training jiu-jitsu. Had a couple of surgeries, so it's gonna be good to finally heal up and get back on the mats, man.
Damn, dude. So, even when you're not rolling, you still got jiu-jitsu stuff going on. So that's fucking nuts, dude.
Right, man. It's part of my life, right? So that's that and trying to fight staph infection.
Fuck that, dude. So, that's what the whole purpose of the soap company is, right? No staph infection.
That's right. No staph infection. United in the fight against Matt Cooties.
Yeah.
So
trust me, it's been well appreciated. We've had some dirty people, roll through jiu-jitsu. Not in our class, just in general. There's some dirty people out there, man.
Especially when they wash the mats with the same mop that they use in the urinals on post, right?
Yeah, well, no,
you can attest to that.
No, I tell you what, our class is really fucking good about cleaning shit. So we have our own mops, we have our own little spray bottle that Eva, one of the blue belts, got. So nice. Those mops are not used for anything but the fucking mat. So there is no staph infection. And we don't have any stinky kids. We have yet to have a stinky kid in our fucking jiu-jitsu class on base.
Well, Germans are mostly, for the most part, clean, and some soldiers will go there. But as long as they wear deodorant, I think they made the switch to wearing deodorant. So
yeah, and it's
the last time.
Well, I mean, even whatever, man. I'm not exactly smelling like a bouquet of flowers after a long day, but I will tell you that as long as I don't get like ringworm or fucking impetigo or anything like that, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I really
impetigo.
Don't fuck that, man.
Yeah. This stuff's nasty. Or an eye sty. Yeah, it's funny because I got a buddy that's used to be in the Army. He was at Fort Bliss, and he is now the assistant coach of the Long Beach Poly wrestling team. And I sent him a bunch of bars. So he was like, dude, my kids are so dirty, and sometimes it's not their fault. The mats, they pick stuff up from the mats. So we sent them a bunch of bars. And one of the kids was telling him that I put it on my ringworm and it instantly started burning and it felt like it was going away. And I was like, that's good. That's really good. That's real good. Tell that kid to keep using that soap and to stop wrestling before he starts giving it to everybody else. Put that kid on an antibiotic. So
yeah, we had I remember this one kid. He showed up to wrestling practice one day in my really short 2-year wrestling career, and he was wearing a long sleeve shirt. And I remember the coach was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's it was preseason, so it was still September, somewhere in there, August, September. It was terrible. It was still hot. It was North Carolina. And coach is like, "What the hell are you doing? You don't need to cut weight for anything. Why you got a fucking long sleeve shirt on?" I was like, "Oh, I got a staph infection. I just don't want anybody to get it." I'm like, motherfucker, that's not how it works.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
It's like the old school plague doctors wearing the bird mat. I know that's some real dorky shit I'm throwing on the show today, but yeah, fucking plague doctors with mat. If you played Assassin's Creed, You know what I'm talking about. How about that?
I have one of those masks from Venice, so I know that's like my favorite mask ever. They used to put incense and frankincense in the. So there you go, frankincense, essential oil. They used to put it in their mask so they wouldn't breathe in the plague. But that's not how it works.
That's not how it works at all, man. Not at all.
So,
Fuck.
yeah.
So you've been really really hitting up the different types of soap pretty hard here, and I don't know if am I allowed to talk about the beard stuff?
Oh yeah, we
Shave-
haven't done it yet. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh
Go ahead.
fuck, dude,
The shave oil.
yeah,
The shave oil. Yeah. Go ahead.
dude, that shit's awesome, man.
Thanks, man. So I made only 12. I only bought 12 jars, and then, I gave it to sent it and sold it to a couple of friends, basically as a test dummies, and just rave reviews. And it's only four ingredients, and it goes from a solid to a liquid, and it helps against razor burn, man. And I, in my past shaving career for the military, I used to get ingrown hairs like crazy. But for some reason, I was never able to get a shaving profile. Anyways,
Sense a little saltiness there on that shave profile.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It just looked like I got windburn on my neck constantly. But one of my friends turned me on to this, and she's a big essential oil person. And then I picked her brain, and then we made some tweaks, and then there you have it. We haven't named it yet, so it's still in the R&D phases, but we'll put it out soon here enough.
I was gonna say I do enjoy being the guinea pig for some of this shit, so like my face appreciates it because being in the military was one of the things they taught you about, like clean the buttstock on your shitty ass basic training weapon, like put shaving cream on it, like. If you're using that type of shaving cream to clean a fucking buttstock of a rifle, like, should you be putting it on your face?
It's just like drinking Coke, right? What it does to rust.
Yeah.
Imagine what it does to the inside of your stomach. Yeah. So, I mean, this is as natural-ish as you can kind of get. So, yeah, I'm glad you like it, man. Yeah, the secret's out.
Yeah, fucking, he's doing shaving cream, ladies and gentlemen. It tastes good too. No, I'm just kidding.
Now we gotta name it. I've got a couple of names, so a couple of the guys they've already tried to name it. So I think we'll go with it. And then we might be doing a skateboard here with another American-made, veteran-owned company. So we'll see what happens. We gotta get our ducks in a row before we start the big projects. But
nice. So with being it's kind of interesting, with a lot of the Mission 22, the We Defy organization or foundation. There's been a lot of focus on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You yourself, you're a veteran-owned company. Wow, man, I can't even talk. Wow. See, it's been like over a month. I can't even fucking interview people at this point. I was gonna say, so like, is it what is networking like as far as, you don't have to go into specifics, but like with the networking for, say another veteran organization that pertains to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or even one that doesn't, like, is it a little easier to work with, a little like more difficult because you got a couple, A-type personalities butting heads or like, what are your thoughts on that?
I think, like, I don't remember who said it, but, if you do jiu-jitsu, you got a brother in me. So we share that, jiu-jitsu kind of crosses all bounds, all languages, all barriers. And then, we have that in common. And then we have being veterans also in common. So that just it brings it tenfold. Never had, I've dealt with a couple of them, a couple of companies, and everybody's just been like super chill. And it warms your heart a little bit, because you're like, all right, so we got this in common, and you support those who support you. So, and I'm all about, if people buy stuff from me that are veteran-owned company, I'd like to buy stuff from them also, just to kind of make that circle go around. So, one guy, I won't say his name, but he is the den mother of the Darby project, which helps Rangers go make the transition from military to civilian life. And he bought some soap, and you've seen him. He does our videos. He's done those the 2 videos, Mahoney Problems on Instagram and the Darby Project on Instagram. You can find them there. But yeah, I've never met him before, but he's just shown us so much love, and it's super appreciated. So how he interacts with us is basically how everybody's interacted. There's been no like alpha types. everybody's just super chill, and they want to make a difference in the community. And jiu-jitsu basically does that. With their finding with PTSD and the Mission 22 stuff, like jiu-jitsu is actually helping. So I think that answered your question.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it did, yeah. And I was gonna say, like, the continued work with it is like a huge deal, and the more we see with Mission 22, We Defy, like all these organizations that are helping bring veterans to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, you can. We always rag on it on the show, like, oh, jiu-jitsu saved my life. Like, no, man, it just give you like an outlet. But for like a lot of these guys, yeah, jiu-jitsu does, it helps you bring you back from a real bad place and just gives you an outlet because there's a lot of the same sense in it as well.
Another tool for your toolbox, if you will. Bringing that up, we actually we teamed up with Brian Crandall of G's for GIs, which I know has been on the show numerous times. So we sent some stuff out for him. So if you are signing up for G's for GIs, you might get a bar. So if you do, tag us, let us know what you think. But I like how he opened it up. Him and I were talking just recently. We were talking about how he's opening it up to all oath takers, past and present. So that's military, law enforcement, EMS, and fire. And Coast Guard.
Yeah. The Coast Guard is a perfectly good alternative to military service. So I mean,
yeah. What is it? DOT instead of DOD?
No, they're the Department of Homeland Security now. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. See, that shows our age because they used to be DOT.
It did, yeah. Fuck.
So
I'm kidding, yeah. Coasties. I still love you.
We got a lot of friends that are Coast Guards too. So I'm just throwing fire. I'm just making jokes.
Fuck. So with that also, there's a lot of like you said, we talked about other soap companies before and kind of like the feelings with that as well. So I know you said a lot of people working or who might be signing up for G's for GIs might also be getting a bar of soap as well. I'm trying to remember, are you the only veteran-owned BJJ soap company right now?
I think so. I don't know. If not, they don't promote it. I think I am one of the only veteran-owned. I know it's on our labels. I mean, obviously, we put it on our labels. We put it on our shirts. We're proud of our roots. We're proud of where we came from and what we're doing for brothers and sisters in arms. But yeah, I think we're the only ones. That's an interesting question. Now I'm gonna have to do some research.
Yeah, now you gotta check it out, right?
Yeah, now I gotta go. There's not a lot. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how about you're the one I like the best?
I like that too.
Yeah, I'll work with that.
I like that too. I'm trying to, there's been a couple of companies that like our stuff that are also soap companies that are jiu-jitsu based, and I had a good talk with George Law from Tortuga Soap. He's out of New Hampshire. They're really good people, man. Him and his wife, they're really good. They're really good people. I've never tried their soap. I plan on buying some of theirs. It's a soap collective. There's millions of bodies. Well, I wouldn't say millions, maybe millions now that train jiu-jitsu, and people are going to have their preferences. So it's good to find a couple of different soaps. And I'm not below sending you somewhere else if you're looking for something a little bit different. And I know Amanda and George, they make some really good stuff. So give them a shout out to Tortuga Soap Company. So
awesome. Holy shit. Check them out as well. So
I got their sticker actually on my computer and I got their patches too. So
very cool. Very cool. So, a lot has been going on. I feel like it's been over a month since we've done an episode, and I feel like people are just I feel I'm letting people down, you know what I mean? But
I hear you. Missy Estrada though was a good one.
Oh, she was.
Really liked her interview. Yeah.
Really good to have on the show. Like a lot of insight, Fight to Win's really it's really growing, really getting there, and I'm glad she.
Jared Weiner with that footlock, that he got that footlock in the co-main event down in Philly, and he's a Tortuga Soap sponsored guy too. So,
nice.
But and he's Mission 22. BJJ United. They do some really good stuff. Fight to Win does some really good promotions, man.
They do. They really, really
Sorry.
do. I mean, no, you're good. I was just gonna say, like, I actually kind of foresee them being the biggest at this point coming up.
Yeah,
it's
Metamoris. Didn't they sell that? I don't remember.
No, I mean they had that April Fool's thing where like Eddie Bravo buys Metamoris. Like, yeah, they did that shit last year too. So like fool me once, whatever. I was kind of like that doesn't make sense anyways. But with everything else that's been going on with that clusterfuck of a BJJ promotion, 20 minutes of jiu-jitsu matches, 3 hours of everything but jiu-jitsu matches. Like, yeah, I think it was time for
I'd never seen G in a gi, and then somebody had like posted a URL, and it was something else. Somebody that's jiu-jitsu related, and I clicked on it, and I was like mesmerized. It was like looking into a kaleidoscope. I couldn't like shut it off, so I had to watch it all the way through. So that's 4 minutes of my life I can't get back. So yeah,
I still have not seen G and a gi. Like at all. Like I refuse to watch it. I like will not fucking watch it. No, man, I'm not gonna fucking watch it.
I'm gonna hide it like an Easter egg because it's Easter.
No, I'm still not going to. Like it'll start up and I'll probably see Halleck, walking it. Whatever. I'm not gonna fucking watch it. Like I refuse. To, like I want to be like that. The guys like I'm one of the only people who never watched Game of Thrones. Like okay, cool. You're the only person who's never seen Game of Thrones. Like
you're missing out, bro. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Winter is coming.
Man, I'm not gonna. Maybe. All right. How about maybe? Maybe I'll fucking watch. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to watch it.
Nah, I would say it's entertaining. I was entertained. I won't watch it again now that I know. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But it might be worth checking out. But damn the man, don't bend. So, but yeah, Fight to Win Pro. Fight to Win Pro. It's they're definitely doing some good stuff. Cleveland's next weekend, so I bought Flow Grappling like 7 months ago and didn't realize that I paid $20 a month.
What the fuck did you do that, man?
I think we bought it to watch a friend of ours fight in Albuquerque.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I guess it just went reoccurring. So, but now they have an Apple TV app, so that's how I watched ADCC yesterday, and I'll watch it on the 18th because the trials are on the 18th too.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm over here like the Amish with my fucking Android systems, like my Roku. I don't know. Flow Grappling doesn't have one for Roku, does it?
It might. You might. I don't know. You might want to check it out. I know Roku has. Is it the Amazon Fire Stick or is Roku Amazon also?
No, it's not. It's two different things.
Right. Because I can't get Amazon stuff on the Apple TV, so I have to stream it from my iPad. That's the only downside.
Yeah.
You could always do that.
You always get around it, but figure that out.
Don't you have an iPhone?
No, man. I got rid of that shit.
Man, you need to make the switch.
No, I did. I made the switch from iPhone to Android because it kept fucking breaking, dude.
You got a Samsung, don't you? Note 7, you can't fly.
No, I got a 6. I'm not getting a 7, man. Fuck that.
The last time I was on a plane, they have to make that announcement now. If you have a Note 7, you need to exit the plane. And then this kid got on the plane. He was maybe sitting like 5 or 6 rows in front of me, and they made the announcement again. They make the announcement like twice where you're not listening. So the kid stood up and he's like, "I got a Galaxy Note 7." They're like, "You need to deboard," and then he had to like ship his phone. He got back on the plane. I mean, he got to where he was going. So
that's some bullshit though. Well, I mean,
yeah, man.
The fact that it's like known to explode and shit. No, see, the thing was, my wife and I switched. So when we first got married, we're like, we're married. So what do married people do? Well, they get phone plans together. Like that's like one of the first things. Like, well, we need to get a phone plan together because we're married. I think that was like it wasn't the ceremony, it wasn't the honeymoon, it was getting the phone plan. That's what really cemented the marriage for us. So
nice.
Oh fuck yeah! So I was like, oh yeah, let's get. That was it. iPhone 4 or 5. It was a 5. The 5 just came out, so I was like, let's get that. We'll be like ahead of the curve. I haven't had a new phone in forever. Got the iPhone 5. Fucking problems. Like nonstop until we got to Germany. So we had it for like, what was it? Maybe 3 years, right?
Yeah,
get to
3
Germany.
years.
I'm like, you know what? Let's get an S6. Switch over to Android or like Samsung. It'll be great. Bought the S6. I'm like, look at us. We're fucking fancy as shit with the new phone. S7 came out like that next month. I'm like, motherfucker, man. Well, I'm actually kind of happy now because I'm not like
Yeah.
driving down the road. My car bursts into flames.
The Autobahn and it explodes.
I'm not slowing down from 130. Fuck
It's
that.
ironic you say that because I still think I have an outstanding balance for T-Mobile in Germany when I was over there.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So I had a Samsung. That was because before we left the States, I think I had the Razor, and when you would open it, it would have that beautiful screen, and it would say Razor across the top of it, like Razor Ramon. And then and then I like that, and then I moved to. Then we went over to Germany. And then I had to get the SIM cards wouldn't work because it was an old ass phone, so I had to get a smartphone. And the day the contract ended for the warranty, that fucking thing died.
Oh shit!
So then I had to get one of those Vodafone Go phones.
Hell yeah!
So back to texting, like to write hi, you had to hit the key like 5 times. So yeah. It was glorious.
That was definitely my phone for a while. And when I was teaching classes, like, shit, we have to use somebody else's phone for music.
Yeah.
Because I hate teaching a class when you don't have music. Like, for some reason, it messes with me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so used to it. But for a while, I was like, oh, yeah, let's teach class, and somebody else needs to play some music because, you know, I'm rocking the phone that can barely handle doing, the Snake game.
Yep.
So,
yeah, or Minecraft, the original Minecraft, or Minesweeper.
Minesweeper, yeah.
Yeah, there we go,
Minesweeper.
Minesweeper. Yeah. I kind of wonder what the Mendez brothers gym looks like because it's so sterile. Do they play like Bach or, do they play Vivaldi? Because you look at it, it's so white and sterile. I feel like there should be like orchestra, just string orchestra music,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, I bet cleaning that place is a huge pain in the ass, though.
Yeah, but that's why they probably have people are knocking down the door to get in there.
That's true.
So
I don't know.
Dude's like, hey, go ahead.
Like for me, I want dark mats, like white mats, man. I know, like I feel bad too because I know Jiu-Jitsu After Dark just talked about this too, and I was like, yeah, that actually would be a huge pain in the ass.
No.
So no, you're good. Whatever. It's Chris and John. They won't kill us. Chris might. He's fucking crazy enough. He might just show up out here and just beat the shit out of us or something. Or me. Not you, but me. Lost you there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. Sorry, man.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
We're back. I was just gonna
dark mats. I heard dark mats.
Dark mats. I was saying, yeah, Jiu-Jitsu After Dark was talking about it, and just saying Chris would beat the shit out of me, if we're ripping him off. John, I don't know. Like, I think I could probably just see John coming, but I think Chris is devious enough. He just show up one day and just hit me with a car or something.
That's not funny because there's a lot of MMA divers, the guys that have died by getting hit by cars.
Oh fuck! I forgot about. God damn it!
We're not laughing at their demise.
No. We're just laughing at the insensitivity of this podcast and how just. God damn it!
Yeah. Anyways, I think War Machine got convicted, didn't he?
Yeah, he
or
did.
What's the deal?
He did. He really did. Like the damage he did to. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Christy Mack.
Christy Mack. Thank you. See, I'm not very up on.
Oh my bad. I mean, I said that way too quickly.
Does your wife listen to you come on podcasts though? That's the question.
Nope.
Then you're okay, man. You're okay.
Yes, sir.
Some a-hole will be like, hey, check out this episode with your husband. He certainly knew who Christy Mack was. That was about it.
They make a skateboard of her, dude. It's okay. I saw one in San Diego when I was there last.
Oh yeah, totally. That's why. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
anyways,
if he did get convicted, I'm pretty sure he did. Like, good. It's been years since it's happened, since they arrested him.
Yeah,
right?
I thought he was arraigned just recently because somebody brought it up. Because they were like War Machine, and I was like Copenhagen or whatever the hell his last name is. His real name.
Really? Hold on, let me check this out.
Yeah.
War Machine, mixed martial artist. No news. Oh, there's a movie called War Machine. Haha. Let's see. Convicted, 29 counts. I was on the 21st.
Woo! Yeah,
Fuck.
right. So it was recently.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun, man. You go to jail for a long time.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll thrive there. needlepoint, making license plates. We don't even do that anymore.
I thought prisoners still did some shit like that though.
I think like Shawshank Redemption up north style. I don't know. I mean, chain gangs and all that stuff. I mean,
oh yeah,
look at North Korea. Like North Korea, they're building missiles and they keep failing. Boom.
I was gonna say fucking like what 80% of the population in North Korea is in a fucking prison camp of some sort. Shout
out to that poor bastard. Shout out to that poor bastard that was the American that got 20 years hard labor for stealing the sign.
Jesus. I was gonna say though, like that is probably not a real statistic, but it's still pretty bad.
I'm sure you're pretty close.
I can only imagine, dude. Like, let's not get political. It gets way too. It gets way too crazy in this shit if we start doing political shit.
Yeah, true.
So we just had ADCC stuff happen. We just had what was it? What else has happened? That guy, holy shit! You see that arm break from the key lock?
Yep.
Or the Kimura? Fuck that.
I was on a different. So ADCC, the way Flow Grappling had it, they didn't have a flow zone. This ADCC trials for some reason, so I had to keep switching back and forth from 1 through 4 cameras. So I didn't see the break, but I did see it on YouTube, and I had to stop it like halfway through. In people's comments, a lot of people's comments were like, why didn't you just tap, man? Like he obviously had it. And I think someone made the comment that the guy didn't really want to pull it, but the guy wouldn't tap. So it's like,
what are you gonna do?
You're pretty much screwed, dude. Like tap and train another day. It's ADCC. You're already that far into it. I mean, all he's got to do is put a little bit more pressure, and there goes your elbow or your arm. Sorry, shoulder lock. So yeah, sad. I don't remember who it was either. I have to look the name up.
I kind of understand it though, because it is ADCC. Like, if it was like fucking middle of nowhere tournament,
Naga.
3 people, like a Naga or whatever, tap. Like, there's no shame.
You're not getting paid for it.
Yeah,
but you're making money off of this. This is ADCC, so I watched AJ Agazam fight Wagner Roca again. Remember Fight to Win Tampa? He kicked him off the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got slapped in. Yeah, and he got slapped in Italy in Rome at the Europeans. Or is that Portugal? No, at Rome. He got slapped at the Open in Rome. So I mean, people don't like Agazam. I think he likes to play the heel. I don't think he's probably a bad dude. But he got put in some nasty Kimuras and he got out, man. I mean, they put on a show. They definitely put on a show. So
yeah, I mean,
shout out to him, man. He's good.
Yeah, he's not a shitty guy. Like, things fell through with him coming on the show, but all the interactions I've had with him, like, just through that, like, there was no douchiness or anything like that.
He will forever be a livid legend for taking over the Metamoris.
Yeah.
Holding it hostage. I hate him. I was like, bro, that dude. Hey, look. Sorry, guys. I changed your password. I'm just gonna hold on to this for another week.
That is pretty funny, though.
So, but yeah, I watched that. Shout out to Travis Nuwaza, who fought Kevin Casey. Did really well. I just, I'd like to have seen him move forward. One of my friends from El Paso, his buddy from Maine, named Billy Brown. Look him up. Billy Brown fought in the ADCCs dressed like he was at a basketball rec league. He had like a T-shirt that had the sleeves cut off that said, "Do you even lift, bro?" and a pair of like blue mesh basketball shorts. And this dude made it. I think he made it all the way to the quarterfinals. I know he advanced twice, and he ended up losing to the kid. This was a super heavy, so 99 key above, I think. He ended up losing to that kid by an arm lock. But yeah, my buddy's like, you gotta check out Billy Brown, and then I watched him, and he, big old beard, looked like a true Mainer, man. So shout out to him. He looked good too. So there was a lot of good talent, man. The females had some good. There were some good roles from the females. Are you getting feedback of that?
What, have you kicking things?
No, that's not me.
What is it?
That's upstairs.
Oh, dude, it's fine.
All right.
I've had
all
my
right.
fucking dog walking on like stuff, and
Now you got
see the
two.
couch. Yeah, I got two dogs now. It's even worse. The other one knows how to fucking open doors now. So I'm
Oh, yeah?
I'm actually kind of surprised he hasn't opened up the door just to come in to see what's going on.
My Connie does that too. When we lived in El Paso, she would be able to open the back door. As long as it's a latch, she would stand up on the latch and then push it down. And then the short, fat bulldog would just sit there and look at the door, and then she'd open it and they'd run through the house. Fucking bastards. So,
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he can do the push doors and pull. They're both like they're both the latch doors or whatever.
Yep.
But like I was laying in bed yesterday, like, oh, thank God it's the fucking weekend. I can sleep in past 5:45. Laying there, and I just hear, wah-bah. It sounds like somebody's kicking the door, and the door like swings open. He comes trotting in, just jumps up on the bed and lays down.
Those are German doors too, so if you leave from the outside, they lock.
Yeah.
So if you push that door, you're outside trying to get your newspaper. I mean, that's not obviously what's going to happen because.
Yeah, he doesn't. But, yeah. He's not that big of an asshole, but he's a lovable asshole. We do love him.
Krieger and Woodhouse, right?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah! There you go.
Love Archie.
They got a new. Yep. He's. Have you seen the new series on Netflix?
Yeah,
the new season.
I just ran through that one recently. It was pretty good, man. I'm
only like 5 in. I'm in where the girl's buying the. She's got the emerald necklace.
Yep.
And all the guys are dressed as clowns.
Yeah. Fucking love that show, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
They give 0 fucks in that show too. I'm kind of bummed.
Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, love Bob's Burgers too. There's a lot of crossover there as well. Got my beef squash that you sent out here still.
Hell yeah.
Chilling right now.
Hell yeah.
Fuck. So here's a challenge. This is something we haven't talked about since I've gotten back on the air. We started a kids class out here, and it's a challenge, man. I don't know if you've ever taught kids. And, I'm not the guy teaching it. Eva is one of the blue belts that trains with us, and she's like, I want to teach a kids class. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll try to make it for it, but work sucks. So, I'll be late to it, but I'll show up, and, there's like 40 or 50 of these little guys just running around, choking each other.
That many, huh?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for that area. That's awesome.
So pretty much, like, we run a club on base, and the only, like, I don't charge, and she doesn't charge, and that was something, too. That's why I kind of think that, we kind of got a weird situation where the MWR, we're kind of the last people to be notified that they were closing down where the mats were. And thankfully, like, one of the guys out there, he'd always say, oh, hey, what's up, Sensei? talking to me and stuff. I'm like, I'm just purple belt. Don't call me Sensei. But, it was still cool. It was just a nickname, and he told me, he was like, I'm bringing it up, but I got you covered. This dude down here at the other building, they have mats there. Just talk to him, and he'll hook you up.
Awesome.
So, yeah, we got the phone call like, hey, the annex is completely closed. We aren't going to have room for you. Sorry, classes have to be canceled. And I was like, we got class in like 3 hours, so the fuck am I going to do? Called that guy.
Break.
Yeah. I called that guy. He's like, yeah, man, I got mats for you here. Just show up. Just change the location. You're good. So, because we were one of the only classes probably that wasn't charging money, they're like, it doesn't make us money, so who cares? So, but now we started doing kids class. Dude, we got free classes for adults, free classes for kids. Fucking everybody's taking advantage of it.
That's where you're at now, right? Where all the pictures that we can see on the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show or on your Instagram and your Facebook?
On my Instagram and Facebook, not on the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show. So.
All right. That's Rob Austin MMA, right, on Instagram?
Yeah, apparently I'm a
That's
MMA.
awesome, dude. That's awesome. I can see some gray hair though, like starting to slowly fill in. So kids are definitely teaching kids are probably definitely the hardest thing ever. As a blue belt, I got to help out. We had a kids class in El Paso for like a hot minute, and then all those kids were rambunctious and they all disappeared.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't teach the kids. It's like
my
kids at work, they give me the gray hairs, so.
And by kids, you mean 20-year-old men.
Yeah, they give me gray hairs. And
so if you're listening and don't have your mom, call your first sergeant to see if you can get out of PT in the morning because you got a sprained toe. Moving on. No politics. Anyways.
No crazy work
awesome.
stuff either.
How many adults do you have? So you run 2 classes then, huh?
Yeah, we run 2 classes. So like kids classes an hour, adults classes an hour and a half, and things. It's because of spring break and stuff. It's been slow, so we've got anywhere between 8 people to like 14 people on slow weeks. Like it's to the point now. I'm like, fuck, we gotta get more mats. Like it's not an option anymore. Kids, like signed up kids, we got like 50 something.
That's amazing.
That's nuts, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Is it just her, or is there other people helping her out?
Nate, one of the white belts, helps out, and then Matt, one of the other blue belts, helps out occasionally as well. But it's all Eva's program. She's like, I'll run it, I'll do it. I'm like, you do,
Nice.
like, you do it. That's all you. Like, you run it the way you see fit, and then we'll go from there. But, like,
And these are all soldiers' children, or are they local, national, too?
All military.
Oh, wow.
All dependent children. And then pretty much everybody who comes to the adult class is either like a mom of a kid, a soldier, or like, even like dependent as well. So
that works.
Yeah.
That definitely works. We don't have that many out here at Fort Leavenworth, but we have a since it's basically TRADOC and the prisons here, obviously.
Yeah.
But we have a lot cycle through that are guards or at CGSC that are becoming field grade. Shit, I just spaced. Major is a what rank? It doesn't matter. And like it's not field grade.
Oh, flag.
Field grade.
It is field grade officer.
Yeah, field grade. All right, so I was wrong. I was thinking general
flag
officer.
Flag officer is general. Yeah.
So field grade. So everybody's a captain promotable or 04 and above, and one of the guy that runs the class is a lieutenant colonel, and he's from Connecticut, and I talk shit to him constantly because he's from the East Coast.
Yeah.
And he's an I-tie, so, but he's a good sport, man, and so like same thing. We just had a dependent, which is one of the kids who just moved here. His dad, he was a wrestler, and kid had his first day a couple weeks ago, and he's definitely hooked. Nice. I was like, you actually know how to tie your belt, bro? He's like, dude, I watched tutorials for like 3 hours on how to get this thing on here. So
yeah,
it's good, man. It's definitely helping out. I think on post for you, man, that's golden because you have all the karate, and I'm not knocking Taekwondo at all because I know you're like a 15th Dan.
14th, thank you.
But I have no idea what don't get all upset if you're listening. I don't know what the grades are for Taekwondo, but yeah, you have the regular, but man, Jiu-Jitsu just seems to like work for kids, and it helps them expel that energy because when you're just hitting a pad, like I watch it because we have the adults class. It's just a group get together on Tuesdays and Thursdays here in Leavenworth. The kids are rolling. Some of the dads are rolling with us, and their kids are doing like Taekwondo, and they're like, man, I really wish we had a kids class. So,
yeah.
It'll help. You go ahead.
I was going to say, we've had like quite a few Taekwondo converts from the kids class over there. In fact, we have like, the one reason I'm okay, like, I didn't actively go get them, but the one reason I don't have, like, I'm like, whatever, man. It's, I'm not trying to be a mean guy. The first day we're there, like, the rules are we have to clean out our own trash cans. This dude, the guy who runs the Taekwondo class, comes over and just dumps his trash in our trash can. I'm like, the fuck you doing, man? It's like, oh, I didn't know. Yeah. I told Eva that it's like, kids don't like jiu-jitsu, and there are not a lot of Brazilian jiu-jitsu schools. His friend's in L.A., and he says there's no jiu-jitsu schools out there. I'm like, you're fucking high, man.
That's awesome.
Don't fuck with
what
me.
What part of L.A., dude? Are you talking like Louisiana, like in Bayou La Battery, or are you talking like L.A.?
Like Los
California.
Angeles, man. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Whatever.
Talk all the shit you want.
I think I lost you. So anyways, back to, dude, like California. Come on, man. There's no jiu-jitsu in California. San Diego is the mecca.
Fucking none of it, right?
Out of here.
Word.
Isn't the Taekwondo gi like a pullover too? Isn't it like a pullover?
Some of them are, but the ones I have are the crossover. Like some organizations do it, but like the Olympic style ones, they do have like the pullover one.
We had a kid, bless his heart. He's I actually talked to Brian about him, so hopefully no one's seen the kid, so hopefully he comes back. But we're trying to get him a gi. But he came in with the pullover, and I was like, oh, this is a really nice sweatshirt. And he's like, it's gi, and I was like, oh.
Shit, my
Oh,
bad.
all right. I'm not gonna try and roll you. Just go ahead and grip my collar. All right, there we go. We're good. So I was like, you're probably better off just taking it off. Let's do some no-gi, so I don't rip your pants off. Because I literally tried to like elevator sweep him, and I like ripped the bottom of his hem, and I was like, yeah, you probably want to throw this one away.
Yeah,
He's
not
like,
exactly a good gi for that.
yeah. You know how it was, man. Like I think he's a PV2. He's married and he's got like 3 kids. He's a prison guard here at Leavenworth. Shout out to Chelsea Manning. He's a prison guard here at Leavenworth. And hey, man, in like 2 weeks, I'm gonna be across the street like waving at him as he's leaving because he's gonna be out of there pretty soon. It's crazy. It's crazy living in Leavenworth. There's 3 major federal prisons around here, and it's like living in the ghetto. Nice. It's not that ghetto, but gunshots all the time. Dudes playing pipe bombs and stuff. So, anyways, moving on. But yeah, so we're trying to get that kid a gi, and I kept telling him, I was like, "You can go on BJJHQ," and he's like, "I just don't have $70," and I was like, "Fuck, man! If I had a size, you know how it was."
Oh yeah, shit, I know how it is now. Like,
yeah,
I've got extra gis I'm tossing out as well. Like, you know,
better not be an origin gi.
No, hell no, those are mine, man. I had John on the show. I definitely was like, I ain't fucking getting rid of these gis. These are mine.
Have you seen the new Axioms?
I have.
Shout out to John Milan and Pete Roberts at Origin and Brian Littlefield. You need to go see today. I know if people aren't. I don't know if it drops if we're gonna have this episode today, but today,
tomorrow.
As of Sunday.
Yeah, probably Tuesday evening.
Maybe. Free shipping on any Axiom gi, the 2017s, the blue ones. Though they did the royal blue one with this brown and bronze patch on it, where the Axiom patches are. Looks amazing. So, and they're working on a new textile. It is the new American pearl weave, which doesn't look like the old Pakistani pearl weave. So
I'm ready. My body is ready.
Yeah.
Real fucking ready. So before we head out,
go ahead, man.
To give us some info, do some shout outs. The floor is yours.
Let's see. Trap and Roll Soap Company, or trapandrollsoap.com. You can find us IG, Trap and Roll Soap Company. Facebook, same thing, Trap and Roll Soap Company. You find me at James Hoffman. It looks like the Nacho Libre mask as a photo. Friend request me. Shout out to John Milan, Pete Roberts, Brian Littlefield of Origin. Shout out to Devin Martinez. I am Sympathy. Symphony. Symphony. Anyways, Rob. Let's see. Fort Leavenworth BJJ, KC with Jason Bircher. If you ever in the Kansas City area, it's out in Shawnee Mission, Kansas, which it kind of gets kind of skewed because like Kansas City like spills over into Kansas from Missouri, so it's kind of hard to figure out. But shout out to Jason Bircher. Those guys have been real good to me. Definitely support me on my soap stuff. He was one of the first. He was actually the second installation. Jesse Briggs, Briggs MMA, El Paso. We'll find our stuff there. Palash, Kilcarney, Casa de Yoga East in El Paso. He's the guy that helped me start everything with the soap. You know, you can find us if you don't want to buy off the website. You can find our products in other places. There's a page for it. Roger Alex down in Lakeland, Florida. It's Warriors Combat Fitness Academy. Those guys are real good. Tommy Gilligan, Stephen Tyrell, John Perry, the original Four Horsemen. They're also R&D testers for the shaving cream. Mom, Dad, and Happy Easter.
Happy fucking Easter. Hope you had some chocolate.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, James, once again, thanks for coming on the show, man. I really do appreciate it. I also know it's kind of last minute, so I know we've been all over the place, so I'd like to thank everybody else for putting up with a kind of a wild podcast episode this time around.
Yeah, I hope you guys didn't not like it. I hope you guys did like it.
You better fucking like it. Nah, yeah. You can have opinions. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this has been the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show, a member of the Podbros Podcast Network. Go to podbros.com, find yourself another episode or another podcast you want to listen to. And don't forget to check out our sponsors, Trap and Roll Soap Company, Tape Armor, and Angry Joe Coffee. I'm Rob, and we'll catch you guys next time.